Well, I'm very excited about this new album coming out because it is an album that represents exactly the way I am and my state of mind today. You know, as an artist, as a woman. Some songs in this album remind me of Pies Descalzos and Donde Están los Ladrones era, which were my beginnings, you know. So it's kind of like going back to where everything started, but also from this new perspective that I have, you know, from the moment I'm going through and the way I see things. This album has clearly three directions. The sort of romantic direction that I hadn't tapped into for the past 3 years, and it suddenly came to me, and I couldn't hold it back, you know. So it's got songs that are very intense, very romantic, and there are songs that are very rock and roll, which is another side of me. You know, I started my career being more of a rock artist, and then I kind of crossed over into pop music. But so it's been fun to kind of re-encounter that side of my artistic personality. And then the third aspect is the merengue, the Latino, the tropical side, the party side of this album, which was very experimental. You know, I had to go to new places and find new sounds and genres, that like merengue, which is a genre that I grew up listening to, you know, when I was a child living in Barranquilla. That was a big part of my life, and I was sort of missing it. You know, I had some nostalgia for just a good merengue song, so I wanted to make it happen. And this time I just I decided to go to Dominican Republic, which is the source of, you know, merengue music, and I went to this neighborhood, and I ended up starting to produce the songs like Loca or Rabiosa in a very tiny studio in the middle of nowhere. It was quite interesting and fun, you know, to do these kind of things that were sort of impulses in the middle of the creative process. It wasn't planned at all. I was just following my instincts, and whatever my instincts would tell me, that's what I would do. So this album is very, very genuine, you know, and it's very personal. Well, the album is called Sale Sol. The sun comes out, because it has a lot to do with the way I feel this year. You know, I was probably a little bit down at the end of last year, and I don't know, as soon as this year started, the sun started shining for me, perhaps brighter than many other years in my life. And I don't know, I find myself smiling more often, and I sort of found new answers on the road, and I understand a little bit better what my purpose is as an artist, as a woman. I feel a bit more free and liberated from so many things that hold us back sometimes. And I don't know, there's just some kind of evolution in me that has allowed me to see the world with a more optimistic, I guess, vision, you know, and he has a way to, all these feelings had a way to express themselves through these songs, and I ended up making an album that completely satisfies me, and that makes me feel good as well. And everything that happened with Waka Waka during this year, it's brought so much joy to my life as well. So, you know, you go through difficult moments. Everybody does, and I've been through difficult moments myself. But there's always the sun that's inside of us and that never extinguishes. And this, I call it the sun within, and I think it has come out. It has come out for me this year, and I'm happy to know that. And hopefully it'll stay. It'll be a long day in the sun.